Gold gets a lift this Monday, and platinum and palladium surge. We have Peter Hug up next. Peter Hug joins us now. And Peter, is there a reason you have a picture of a bear behind you?
Yeah, I'm at Arrowhead for the July 4th weekend, and I guess the owner of the condo that I'm leasing is in love with bears because there's bear pictures all over the place.
Okay, I was getting concerned your sentiment was changing, Peter. Let's talk gold now. Getting a bounce back this Monday. Is it a reversal of things to come for the metal?
I think it's premature. When I looked at Friday's action, I was expecting a continuation on Monday with a drop through 1200. And physical buying came in Asia and held the market up at the 1215 level. My ranges here, I'd like to see 1237 taken out before I enter a long trade. I'm a little skeptical on this move up. I'd like to see some momentum follow through. The reason I'm skeptical is you've got strength in the US dollar, and you've also still got strength in the equity market. I think what's underpinning some of this is what's happening in Egypt. I'm not sure how much of that will carry the momentum forward, though.
This week, we also have Fed Chairman Ben Bernanke scheduled to speak Wednesday. We all know what happened last time he spoke, Peter, with metals prices moving significantly. Can we expect more of the same?
Again, I don't think Bernanke is going to say much, anything different than he's been saying over the last couple of months. I don't think it's in the U.S.'s interest to have a surging dollar in the short term. So I think he'll mute his expectations of tapering and suggest that he will still want to see a couple of more months of data before tapering becomes an active policy decision by the Fed.
Peter, let's talk Asian gold demand now. In Jim Wyckoff's morning commentary, he mentioned how he's been hearing a mixed view on this front. Is there still an appetite in Asia for gold, Peter?
We're still seeing fairly robust demand. It's obviously dropped off from where it was where the frenetic pace was back in April, but we're still seeing good bullion demand in the gold side, not so much in the silver. And again, if the prices drop below $1,200, I think the Asian market will continue to buy. I agree with Jim that the volumes that have come out of that market over the past couple of months have certainly dropped.
On the PGM front now, Peter, platinum and palladium both getting a boost this Monday due to the strike that broke out at Anglo American Platinum. It is the world's largest producer of the metal, a wildcat strike breaking out there. Thoughts on the PGMs?
Yeah, I mean, again, every time palladium has traded near or around $650, it's been a buy. I'm still very, very constructive, the PGMs, through the balance of this year and through 2014. I think the South African situation is probably only going to get worse. And I do think there is going to be a supply deficit near the end of this year and certainly into 2014. So I'm constructive palladium more so than platinum. But I'm generally over on all of the PGM groups. I'm very constructive going through 2014.
Peter, you mentioned Egypt at the start of our conversation. Is the unrest there helping gold?
Yeah, I mean, I think whenever there's geopolitical unrest, money flows into gold. Maybe not so much from the North American perspective, but you have to remember it's not North America that maintains this market. There's buyers of precious metals throughout the world, and the Middle East certainly becoming more nervous will create more demand for gold in those markets. And, the Europeans are a little nervous as well with what's going on with Egypt. I mean, they're worried about the Suez Canal. And, if something were to happen there, oil prices could spike up to, 140, 150, which then again could be interpreted as inflationary. So you can make the argument, but it's dangerous to be short a market when you're having that kind of tension in the Middle East.
Wrapping things up now, Peter, support and resistance levels you're looking at for gold and silver.
Again, as I said this morning, I'd like gold to firmly break through 1237, with my target then being in the 1280 range, possibly testing 1300. On the downside, if 1210 is taken out, I'd look at serious support at 1180. If we lose 1180, then I think all bets are off in the short term coming into July and August now. I think if we lose 1180, you might see the markets down under 1100 before the end of the summer.
Thanks for that, Peter. We'll see you next week.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
And thanks for watching. For Pete's sake, email us at newsfeedback@kitco.com or follow us on Twitter at Daniela Cambone. Thanks for watching.